Welcome to Ancestral Kitchen Podcast, where we celebrate ancestral food wisdom in a modern kitchen. Good. Next question. Do you want to read me the next one?
Yep, this is a classic one. How can I store my grain? This is pre-milled, obviously.
This is before it's been milled. How can I store my whole grain when it comes to me in bags of however many kilos? You need to put it somewhere dry. That's the very, very important. You don't need to freeze it, but you can if you want to. If you do decide you want to freeze it, you should wrap it well in the freezer to stop it absorbing any flavours or smells from the freezer. The reason you might want to freeze it is because of weevils. So generally you wouldn't need to freeze it because grain can last hundreds, thousands of years without any problems at all. You know, archaeologists have collected grain in antiquity and still found it's fine. So you don't need to freeze it. But if you live in a particularly kind of hot or humid environment, weevils can be a problem in grains. And we have talked about this in previous episodes. There are eggs in the bag of grains when it's delivered to you, and in humid conditions, those eggs can hatch. So the way to avoid that is by freezing your grains just for a short amount of time to kill the eggs before you put it in your cupboard. If you don't have a big freezer, which I don't, you can do it in batches. So you then kind of cycle your grain. So you've got a bag of 20 kilos. You could take 5 kilos at a time, freeze them for a week, a couple of days, take them out, and then move the next batch of 5 kilos in. So you don't need to have a massive freezer to freeze your grains. And I always freeze mine for a week. If you'd like to listen to the rest of this conversation, you'll find a link popping up right about now, or it's in the show notes. Do hit subscribe and head over to our podcast tab where you'll find hundreds of episodes that you can listen to whilst you're washing up, driving, or just working in the kitchen.